in Mandir to sing the praises of the Lord on this very auspicious day, and just in the completion of the Damodar Arati, and praises and adorations to the Divine the Lord, with that beautiful explanation be given so that we can all understand His divine purposes in our lives and how we are so dedicated along the path of devotion. So let me, on behalf of the Ramnath family, extend a hearty welcome to all of you here this evening as we celebrate the life of a wonderful soul. Today have been the Vaishik Shraddha, or what we commonly term as 1 year, where the sacred offerings were being completed for that Atma, as he by now, with all the chantings and the prayers that have been done from last December to now, I'm sure he have ascended to the higher regions of the divine with all of the blessings and which has been showered. So let me, on behalf of the family, say that they are very happy and extend their thanks and gratitude for all of you to come out despite the little bit of an adverse condition weather-wise, that we can be here to partake in this satsang, in singing the Lord's praises. So this time let me invite Nadhiya, who is the sister, to come and make her contribution. Nadhiya.
So, this is Kiran. Thought we would talk about him a little bit today. His parents, George and Sukir Ramna, made a life-changing decision to make the journey from Guyana to Canada. On May 10th, 1978, at 11:46 a.m., their first son was born, Ronald Kiran Ramnath. Kiran, meaning ray of the sun, came into this world weighing 7 pounds, 12 ounces at East York General Hospital, Toronto, Ontario. After 4 years of being the apple of his parents' eyes, Kiran welcomed his little brother Ryan Parmesh Ramnath to the family. And for 2 years, they fostered a brotherly bond before getting a new addition, their baby sister, Nadhiya Chaitanya Ramnath. At which time, the Ramnath family moved to their final shared residence, 145 Ingleton, which many of you know. In addition to his brother and sister, Kiran had a great influence on many other cousins. He taught us to be fearless, but not stupid, protective, yet adventurous, and most of all, to love without limit and give without receiving. Kiran attended Macklin Public School across the street from 145 Ingleton from kindergarten to grade 8, where many of us know he excelled in academics as well as in popularity. He was an incredibly bright young man who really should have been allowed to skip a grade, but alas, that was not in his cards. Par shared this academic excellence in achieving the highest of awards. Lovingly, Kiran and Parmesh would always be referred to as the boys. Enrolling them into various programs from ice hockey to baseball to harmonium to Hindi classes, their parents gave their children a childhood that many can only dream of. This was brought to reality by the sacrifice and hard work of their dedicated mother and father. Providing as much as they could, Kiran and Parmesh became to be known famously as the kids on the block with the hockey nets. It was no surprise that Kiran was a hardcore Leafs fan, but probably even more so a Toronto Blue Jays fan. You would see the season schedules in his room from year to year. If you've seen Kiran around, you would see him sporting a cap wrapping a Toronto team, and usually it was a Jays one. From 1987 to 1992, Kiran attended Albert Campbell Collegiate Institute to graduate with ease. In his 5 years at high school, Kiran continued to foster the friendships from his childhood, as well as selecting some more people to add to his circle. I believe it might have been called something like Middlefield Massive. To me, they were the eyes and the ears of the block. You always felt safe no matter what time of day. Kiran would even make his home available to all of his friends, available for get-togethers, just to have everyone together, because that is something that he truly loved to do. He was always checking in on people, and even though if someone was busy, he would still check in on you just to say hi and see how things were going. Once Kiran welcomed you with open arms, you knew you always had someone to count on, and someone who would get everyone together. And then he was so hardworking, he would continue to work to make sure you were happy while you were together. Whether you were young or old, naughty or nice, rich or poor, boy or girl, Kiran had the gift of making you feel like he's known you for 100 years. Being a dutiful son, Kiran enrolled into business at Centennial College, but decided that he could not stay within this field, as it just wasn't for him. He was a seriously intelligent guy who knew a lot about a lot of things. He gained experience in a variety of jobs. His last position was where he worked at the Ajax Pickering Hospital, where he developed so many new relationships. From the stories that we've heard, the resounding memory of him is that he was always willing to give a hand. It was hard to see anyone who didn't know him in the hospital, actually. And then he met a girl who turned out to be the girl who fulfilled a happiness that his family couldn't give him. We are so thankful that he found her in this lifetime. Shireen wanted to make an addition. She said, he made the most out of every day, and he made sure he was there for people he loved. He never put his ego ahead of anything. If he had any misunderstanding with anyone, he cleared it that minute. He always spoke his heart, which was so big. And even though he knew people would take advantage of it, he would still give it anyways, because that's who he was. He was a family man and always wanted children, and we all know he would have been an amazing father. Shireen brought some adventure to his crazy, busy life, and I know that he was looking into the future and hoping to have a family of his own. December 27th, 2017, where at only 39 years of age, Kiran left this earth by means of a car accident to begin another journey. We are so thankful that his suffering in this life has been eased, and pray wholeheartedly that he has found his way back home to Lord Krishna. We will forever miss him. I will forever miss my brother, who I was very blessed that I could also call my friend. We all love you. And so, let us honor Kiran by making a choice. Choose to live our best life where we follow his example, and make time for one another, love one another, and not just with words, but with our actions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Devotees there, we were listening to Nadhiya, the loving sister of Kiran, and in every word describing his unique qualities, what indeed a very, very lovely person. And you know, from my experience, if I ask him something, I have to go close enough to hear his reply. What is he going to say to me? He's such a soft-spoken individual. And I'm sure as he make his way into the Lord's divine abode, and in the words of the poet that says, Duniya mi charhani phoola tujhe mai khud ko charhani aaya hu, that he have made his way into the Lord's eternal abode and says, Lord, that while the world is offering flowers, I have come to offer myself unto you. Please take me in your divine. I'm sure with all the prayers he have ascended to the higher region. At this time, amongst us, we have a very learned Prabhu Paripurnadas Prabhu, who will give us a talk on Bhagavad Gita on this very special occasion. Prabhu.